Good morning. We will start session 2 on chapter of trigonometry. We'll start the exercise based on yesterday's trigonometric ratios what we have studied, right? So, the first one, in triangle ABC, right angled at B. So, figure is again very important. ABC is a right angled triangle which is right angled at B is given. AB is equal to 24 centimeter. So this is 24 centimeter. And BC is equal to 7 centimeter. Okay. Hypotenuse is not given and we have to find the hypotenuse usually here. Determine. So this is first one. What we have to find here? We have to find sine A and cos A. Now sine A and cos A, I will be doing it here. Okay. So first main, second part is your homework. For second part, redraw the figure once again children. I'll tell you how and why later. First we'll finish with this. To finish this, sine and cos will require hypotenuse. Now which is my opposite here? This figure is with respect to angle A. So angle A I have marked because they have asked sine A. If this is an angle, this is my opposite side. Always that has to be mentioned. This is my adjacent side. And this will be the hypotenuse. Be very sure to actually mark these sides. Next. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. These are the compulsory factors what you have to write. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90. Always start with this to find the hypotenuse. How do you find? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AB is how much? 24 square plus 7 square. 576 plus 49, that will give you 625. AC square is equal to 625, therefore AC is equal to 5 centimeter. Hypotenuse is, 25 centimeter. Hypotenuse is 25 centimeter. Done? We got the measurement of AC. What they have asked? Sine A, it is actually comma. So two different things. First of all, write what is sine A. Sine A is written as opposite upon hypotenuse, which is nothing but BC upon AC, that is equal to 7 by 25 over. That's your answer. You need not further convert that into decimal or something. Keep it as it is. Part is done. What is next is what they have asked? Cos A. Cos A is adjacent upon hypotenuse, which is nothing but AB upon AC, which is 24 by 25. We are done with the sum. This is how you have to do the sum with all these steps. Okay. Now for the second part, children, I'll just give you the figure for once. This is the same figure. I will redraw it as it is A, B and C. First I'll mark the sides because I know 25 centimeter, 7 centimeter and angle B they have given 24 centimeter. What you have to find? You have to find here sine C and cos C. So C is the angle. So if C is the angle, this is my opposite. This is my adjacent. And this is the hypotenuse fixed. So for second time, please redraw the figure and do it. Is this part very clear? We'll go to the next one. Second part is for homework. I have marked, but still I have given you how the figure it has to be because they have asked in C. Do not just do adjustment in the same figure and then get confused by rewriting adjacent opposite or overwriting on that. So we do that. but only once we actually check the hypotenuse, then it is actually kept as it is. So wherever hypotenuse is not given, calculate the hypotenuse or any other side depending upon the trigonometric ratio. Second one, in the following figure, find tan P minus cot R. So figure is already given. This is P, this is Q, this is R, this is 13 centimeter, this is 12 centimeter. Can anybody guess and tell me what should be QR? 5, 12, 13 is a Pythagorean triplet, right? So QR should be 5. We know QR is 5, but still you have to show in calculation. Angle Q is bound. So second one, we have to find tan P minus cot R. We'll see that R and P angle later. First we'll find the QR side. What is our rules? What we have to do? In triangle PQR, angle Q is equal to 90 degree. So PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square, that is Pythagoras theorem. These things you have to write compulsorily. PR is how much? 13 square. PQ is 12 square plus QR square. 169 minus 144 is equal to QR square. QR square is equal to 25 and QR is equal to 5 centimeter. So this is 5 centimeter. First, let us check with angle P. So if it is P, this is opposite, this is adjacent, and this is hypotenuse. We will redraw the figure once again for P, Q, and R. Next is angle R. This is 12 centimeter, 5 centimeter, and 13 centimeter. Hypotenuse is fixed. If this is R, this will be my opposite and this will be the adjacent. Okay. What is the given question? Tan P minus cot R. Yeah, one more thing here, children. Now, whenever we have to find the ratios here, the unknown part is formed. We always consider, not here, when they give the ratio. Okay, the next part I'll tell you that. Tan P minus cot R. What is tan P? First find what is tan P. Or first we'll find tan P, then we'll put the substitute in that. Tan P is equal to, what is tan? It is sine by cos. So directly we not write sine by cos. It is nothing but opposite upon adjacent. What is the opposite side? 12 here. Sorry, what is the opposite side? 5. In this figure I have to first see because it is with respect to angle P. So this is 5 by 12. Keep it as it is. Next is cot R. Cot R is adjacent upon opposite. In cot R, what is adjacent? Adjacent is 5 and opposite is 12. Now actually read the question what it is. Tan P minus cot R. So this is 5 by 12 minus 5 by 12, that is equal to 0. So answer what you get here is 0. Very clear? We'll go to the next one. Third one. If sine A is equal to 3 by 4, calculate cos A and tan A. So if sine A is equal to 3 by 4, so what they have given here is sine A value is given 3 by 4. We'll first have a figure with respect to this. Sine A, right? So A can be any angle. Let me take A here. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay, we're talking about sine A. So I'll write here now. This is hypotenuse, this is opposite, and this is adjacent. Sine A is equal to, how do we write? Opposite upon hypotenuse. Okay, opposite is what? BC upon AC. That is equal to, given as 3/4. Here children, we consider the ratio as K. So BC is equal to 3K and AC is equal to 4K. You can actually use or you can skip it. It's up to you, right? So usually in school sometimes they prefer the method by giving it as K. Finally that K and K will get cancelled. Why K is used? Because it is some ratio, right? I'm not going to use it, but 3/4. Right here, which is 3. Opposite is 3. Okay? AC is equal to K. If you want, you can write. We will just mention it. For the first sum, I will do it and show it to you, so that you should know what is that K concept. Is equal to 3K and AC is equal to 4K. Okay, both. So AC is 4K. Don't assume that this will be 5K. Why? Because hypotenuse is 4K here. So AB should come in terms of smaller values only. Okay, we'll find now. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Pythagoras theorem. So what is AC square? 4K whole square is equal to AB square plus 3K whole square. Okay, with respect to K, where we find here 16K square minus 9K square is equal to AB square. 16 minus 9, 7K square is equal to AB square. Therefore, AB is equal to root of 7K square. Therefore, AB is equal to, we'll write this as K root 7. K is some unknown, AB. Okay, so AB is written as here K root 7. Keep it as it is. Now let's come to the values how to find. First is what? Cos A. How do you write cos A? Cos A is written as adjacent upon hypotenuse. No direct answers here. These two things have to be compulsorily mentioned. Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Mention what is your adjacent side. That is AB upon AC. AB is how much? K root 7. How much is AC? 4K. K and K will get cancelled. Answer is root 7 by 4. That's the answer. See, K and K anyhow is going to get cancelled. Answer will be same. So only for this one sum, children, I am using the value of K to show you that it can be also done like this. Textbooks examples are also in terms of K. Most of the books they give you in terms of K. Sometimes they also just solve it without using the value of K, and both are equally correct. Next, what they have asked? Tan E. Tan E is opposite upon adjacent. What is your opposite? Opposite is 3K divided by adjacent is K root 7. Answer is 3 by root 7. Okay. So first is root 7 by 4 and the next is 3 by root 7. Simple. There is no much calculation actually here in trigonometry. I think the whole concept is very clear. We'll go with the next one. using Pythagoras, and until unless it is mentioned as 90 degree, we cannot find that. The next question, fourth one is 15 cot A is equal to 8. Find sine A and sec A. First we'll have a figure. A right angle triangle. With respect to angle A, it is. We'll take angle A here. We'll start from here. A, B and C. So this is my angle A. We'll mark the things first. This is hypotenuse. Angle A is here. So this is opposite and this is adjacent. Okay? Right. 15. This is going to be a homework, children, but I'm just showing the few starting steps what to do here. Okay? And right, fourth one is homework. Fifth one is as well homework. 15 cot A is equal to 8. Cot A can be written as 8 by 15. This 15 I brought it down. Very simple. How do you write cot A? Cot A is written as adjacent upon opposite, which is nothing but AC upon BC. Okay? So what is your AC? Your AC is 8 and your BC is 15. Understood here? You can also take that is equal to K. AC is equal to 8K and BC is equal to 15K and do it. Same like the previous one. Find the hypotenuse. Once you find the hypotenuse, can you find sine A and sec A? Simple as that. Just look at the fifth one. They have given directly sec theta is equal to 13 by 12. Find all the t ratios. Right? Sec theta, how do you write? It is a reciprocal of cos. That is hypotenuse upon adjacent. You know hypotenuse, you know adjacent. 13 is the, find out. After this you find t ratios. Find sine, find cos, cosec, tan, cot. Sec is already given. That means out of 6 trigonometric ratios, 1 is given. So find the remaining 5 t ratios here. You know how to find out with this. Okay. 4th and 5th I have marked for homework. Ratio part I have already taught you how to do, so you can go ahead with that. All the sums in this exercise are based on the ratios here. We'll go with the next one. 6th one. Given A and B are acute angles. Angle A and angle B are acute angles such that excuse me, cos A is equal to cos B. To prove or to show angle A is equal to angle B. Proof. Cos A is equal to cos B. Actually the figure is not, okay, we'll just have a figure first. Yeah, of course it is required. With respect to A and B, right? So we'll consider this is A, this is B and this is C, which is 90 degree, because A and B are acute angles. We'll have two figures here because we have cos A and cos B. So this is A angle and this is B angle. So with respect to that, please write opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent, opposite, hypotenuse and adjacent. Proof. We'll start from this. Given that cos A is equal to cos B. How do you write cos A? Cos A is written as, write down first, adjacent upon hypotenuse. This is also written as adjacent upon hypotenuse. What is adjacent in cos A? It is AC divided by AB. This is equal to, in cos B, adjacent is BC divided by AB. AB and AB is cancelled. Can I say that AC is equal to BC? Okay. With respect to AC, what is the angle? Any figure you can take. Forget about now sine A, cos A, any trigonometric ratios you forget. Generally come to your 9th standard. In a triangle, when two sides are equal, what do we find? Two angles we find. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal, right? With respect to AC, give me an angle. It is angle B. With respect to BC, give me an angle. It is angle A. What do we want? Reason? Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. In 9th you learned in triangles chapter theorem, you had the first one. Angles opposite, prove that angles opposite to equal sides are equal by SAS congruence rule, right? That is what we have done, and we got angle A is equal to angle B. A bit different than what we have solved till now, and very simple one. We go with the next one. 7th one. If cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, evaluate 1 plus sine theta, 1 minus sine theta, 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta, and the second one is cot square theta. Okay. So with respect to this, can we have a right angle triangle and find the hypotenuse as usual? So, or hypotenuse, so let us see what actually we want. So cot theta is given, just consider angle ABC, whichever you want theta, you write theta here. I have taken angle C as theta. So with respect to this, I will just write opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse. Solution part. Cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, that is equal to adjacent upon opposite. So adjacent is 7, adjacent is what here? BC upon AB. So BC is 7 and AB is 8. Hypotenuse, what we have to find? In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB square is 8 square plus 7 square. 64. 64 plus 49. That is equal to 113. You don't always we need not get a perfect square. We can also get some values like this. Okay. AC is 113. Hypotenuse is 113. In case if you have taken this as ratio, children, it would be 8K, 7K and 13K as an values. Okay, now let's go with the substitution part. First, let us find with respect to that sine theta, cos theta. Okay, sine theta is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is AB upon AC, which is nothing but 8 upon root 113. Cos theta is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is BC upon AC, that is 7 upon root 113. I'll just erase this part. You can solve it here. Okay. After you finish this, recopy this first main once again. Copy it here. Write the question once again. So this is the question. I already have a question. I'll just start solving from here. 1 plus sin c. There are two ways of doing. Simply substitute, then multiply. But when you look at this, what comes to your mind? A plus b, a minus b. A plus b, a minus b can also be written as a square minus b square. Sin square theta. 1 minus cos square theta. Can we write? Yes, a plus b, a minus b form. What is, now keep this as it is. 1 minus, what is sin theta? First of all, sin theta is 8 upon root 113 whole square. See, when we say sin square theta, that value is squared. It is not sin theta whole square. Huh? Remember, theta is not squared always. Angle remains the same, children. The sin value opposite upon this can be squared. Angle remains the same. This is not way of writing. We write this as sin square theta. Remember this. Whole divided by 1 minus cos square theta. 7 upon root 113 whole square. 1 minus 64 upon 113, correct? And 1 minus 49 upon 113. Now, what do? I'll erase as well this side. Anyhow, you have copied it down. Take LCM. 113 minus 64 divided by 113 whole divided by 113 minus 49 divided by 113. 113 and 113 can be cancelled here. Okay. So 113 minus 64 is 49. 113 minus 49 is 64. That's the answer for 1 plus sin theta minus 1 minus sin theta. 1 plus cos theta minus 1 minus cos theta. Isn't it very simple? Look at the last second part, how to solve it. Cot square theta. Don't sit and again already cot theta is already there here. So if cot theta is there, how do we write? 7 upon 8 whole square. 49 by 64. The same answer what you get again. Okay. Quickly, we'll start with the next one. Eighth one. Check whether if 3 cot A is equal to 4, the given value is correct or not, we have to check. LHS is equal to RHS or not, we have to check here. Eighth one. 3 cot A is equal to 4. What we have to check? We have to check whether 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A or not. What should we do here, children? Using cot A formula, we need to find tan A, cos A, sin A, right? First we will write here. Cot A is equal to 3 cot A is equal to 4. So cot A is equal to 4 by 3, that is adjacent upon opposite. With respect to that, the figure should be A is an angle, right? So A, B and C, hypotenuse. A is an angle, is this is opposite and this is adjacent. So adjacent is 4, opposite is 3. What should be hypotenuse? 5. Though we know hypotenuse is 5, in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB is 4 square plus 3 square. 16 plus 9 is equal to 25 and AC is equal to 5. Okay. So with respect to AC, I'll find tan E first. Tan E is equal to opposite upon, of course, it can be written as reciprocal of cot A. Both are same. Opposite upon adjacent, which is BC upon AB, that is 3 by 4. I already know cot A is 4 by 3. Tan A should be 3 by 4. It is understood. I also need to find cos A. Cos A is adjacent upon hypotenuse, which is AB upon AC, nothing but 4 by 5. What should be sin A? 3 by 5. See, things are orally done, but still we have to show all these things, write all these things. Opposite upon hypotenuse, where opposite is BC upon AC, that is 3 by 5. Our thing is to substitute and check here. First let me check with LHS. LHS is equal to 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A. 1 minus tan A is 3 by 4. 1 plus 3 by 4. 1 minus 9 by 16. 1 plus 9 by 16. 16 minus 9 divided by 16 whole divided by 16 plus 9 divided by 16. 16 and 16 will get cancelled, right? 16 minus 9 is 7. 16 plus 9 is 25. My LHS is 7 upon 25. Let me check with RHS. Cos square A minus sin square A. What is cos A? 4 by 5 whole square. Sin A is 3 by 5 whole square. 16 by 25 minus 9 by 25. 16 minus 9 is 7 by 25. Therefore, give the conclusion here. I only write LHS is equal to RHS. That is, please write the given statement 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A. As you've seen, the numericals are very simple in this exercise. Let's go to the next one. So we have number of sums. There are 11 sums, but the last screen is only true or false, where you have to also write the reasons for true or false. But the sums are quite simple and easy. Simple calculations what we have here. Ninth one. If tan A is equal to, in our right angle triangle, which is right angled at B, A, B and C. Tan A is equal to 1 by root 3. Then find the value of, I am going to find the second one because minus is given. Ninth main, first one I am marking for homework. Second one, since it is minus sign, I will do it. See, cos A continued with again cos C. It is nothing but multiplication, or a dot is given. It is also understood that it is a multiplication. Minus sin A into sin C. So we have with respect to angle A as well as angle C. We will have it of two figures now only. So this is opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. Opposite opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. Tan A is equal to 1 by root 3, which is nothing but opposite upon adjacent. So with respect to angle A, opposite is BC, adjacent is AB. So this is 1 and this is root 3. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB square is root 3 whole square plus BC square is 1 square. 3 plus 1, AC square is equal to 4. AC is equal to 2. Just write the values of BC, AB and AC. That's all. Done? Okay. What is the question what I have to solve? I have to solve that as, first of all I need to find those values. It is better you find initially. First to find cos A. Cos A is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is AB upon AC, which is root 3 by 2. Cos A is over, sin A will find. Opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is BC upon AC, 1 by 2. Okay. Then we have cos A, sin A. Then we have cos C is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is here, BC upon AC, 1 by 2. Sin C is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is AB upon AC, root 3 by 2. Come to the question part. Cos A, cos C minus sin A, sin C. Cos A, root 3 by 2 into cos C, 1 by 2 minus sin A, 1 by 2 into sin C, root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4. Answer 0. So when we find here, answer will be in terms of 0 because both the values are same what we have to actually find. Is this part very clear? Similarly, find the first one. Tenth one. In figure PQR, in triangle PQR, right angled at Q. PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter. PR plus QR, opposite and hypotenuse together is equal to 25 centimeter. Okay, so we can write this as PR is equal to 25 minus QR. Just keep it as it is. Hypotenuse value I have just written. PR is equal to 25 minus QR. Okay. Next, they have given as PQ, which is 5 centimeter. Determine the values of sin P, cos P, tan P. Finding the values of these children is your homework. 10th one is homework I will write, but it is not fully homework. only finding the value of sin p, cos p and tan p. I will give you the values of p, q, r respectively. I mean p, q, q, r and p, r. Anyhow, one value is known, two more values I'll give you. So with that you can find sin p, cos p and tan p very easily, right? I've marked 10th one for homework, only the half part. Okay, let's find the unknown sides. In triangle PQR, right angle at Q, angle Q is equal to 90 degree. So PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. PR square is written as 25 minus QR whole square is equal to PQ square, that is 5 square plus QR square. A minus B whole square, 625 minus 25 2s are 50 QR plus QR square. A square minus 2AB plus B square is equal to 25 plus QR square. QR square and QR square will get cancelled. So what we will do here? Minus 50 QR is equal to 25 minus 625. Minus 50 QR is equal to 600. Minus and minus will get cancelled. 600 divided by 50, 0 and 0. QR is equal to 12. 5 12s are 60. We got to know the value of QR. This is 12. Can you tell me what should be PR? 5, 12, 13 are the Pythagorean triplet. We already know. But let's just substitute in this and get the value. Therefore, PR is equal to 25 minus QR. That is 25 minus 12 and PR is equal to 13 centimeter. Very simple. Yeah, you have a similar worked example where subtraction is given, right? Please solve that. Similar, but here it is a subtraction part. Do that, it's in worked example. Now children, you know everything. You know hypotenuse, you know opposite, you know adjacent. Can you find sin p, cos p and tan p respectively? Yes. That's why I have marked that for homework. And the last one is true or false. I'll discuss the true or false orally here. And if it is false, we need to give also reason. Reason I will discuss it children, but I'm going to send that as a PDF to you so that you can write it. Okay. The last main for today's session is true or false. State whether the following are true or false and justify your answer. The value of tan A is always less than 1. Answer is false. Why? What is tan A? Tan A is opposite by adjacent. Now opposite by adjacent can be less than 1, can be greater than 1. It need not be always less than 1. See, if it is up to hypotenuse, we can decide and perfectly we can give the answer, right? But opposite by hypotenuse can be, see, it will be 3, for example, if it is 3, 4, 5, if I say opposite is 3 by 4, then of course yes, less than 1. But if it is opposite is this part, 4 by 3, then that means it is greater than 1. So it can be greater than 1, can be less than 1. Just take one example. Anyone, if this is my opposite, then this is 4 by 3. This in case is opposite, then it is 3 by 4. So what it has to be? It can be greater, it can be less, but according to them is always less than 1. So it is false, right? So reason as I have discussed, I am going to send that. Next one, sec A is equal to 12 by 5 for some value of angle A. So sec, I'll just write it here. Sec A is equal to 12 by 5 for some value of A. So what is actually sec A? Sec A is nothing but reciprocal of cos. So it is hypotenuse upon adjacent. Hypotenuse being the longest side, it may be 12 by 5. See, actually if you go to see, this is 90 degree, and this if I talk about an angle, so hypotenuse is 12 according to them, adjacent is 5. So this need not be 13. This can be what? This can be something else. It will come in the form of a root. It is not that given values is wrong and this should not be hypotenuse. No, it can be hypotenuse. Why? Because we have solved several sums where we come into such situation and this will come in terms of root answer, right? So this answer is true. I'll give you the statement for that. Third one. Cos A is the abbreviation used for cosecant of angle A. No, cos A is the abbreviation used for cosecant of angle A. No, cos A is used for what? Cos A is used for cosine of angle A, not cosecant of angle A, right? So the answer is false. Fourth one. Cot A is the product of cot and A. Cot A is not the product of cot and A. It is the abbreviation of cotangent of angle A. Correct? So this is also false. Fifth one. Sin theta is equal to 4 by 3. Sin theta is equal to 4 by 3. So, is it true or false? Now, 4 by 3 when we talk about, it is opposite upon hypotenuse. Sorry, it is opposite upon hypotenuse, right? Yes. This should be the opposite side and this should be the hypotenuse side according to them. Can, for some value of theta. So, can this be sin theta can be 4 by 3? Now, actually if you go to see, if I have an angle here, so opposite is this angle, let me consider. This is opposite, this is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. So opposite by hypotenuse, according to here hypotenuse should be the greatest part. Yeah, of course, there we told it can't be, but here when you divide something by hypotenuse, it should be always the greatest part, right? So this is false. Since the hypotenuse is the longest side in a right angle triangle, denominator of the value of sin theta is always greater. But that comes in a different way. See here what happens, children, why this is true and this is false. The only reason to understand here is sin and cos, like yesterday we discussed, sin theta and cos theta, it is always divided by hypotenuse. If it is always divided by hypotenuse, what is the value? The denominator part is greater, right? Always it is greater. It has to be greater only. Because answer what you get? Answer you get always less than 1. We know that. But in other terms what do we get? We don't get that. Here it is possible because hypotenuse is in the numerator, children. So the value has to be what answer should be greater than 1 only, the reciprocal part, and it is possible there. Here it is not possible because when you divide, okay, divide 3 by 4, divide 4 by 3, answer will come what? 1 point something greater than 1. Sin theta, sin value and cos value cannot be greater than 1. We know that. Sec and cosec can be greater than 1. Yes. Why? Because it is divided by a smaller number. Did you get the point here? Why this is true and this is false? Yes, because when you say that this is true, you automatically tell that this is also true because we can have 3, 4 and some other value. But when you divide here, children, you can't get a smaller, you can't get a bigger value. More than 1 you cannot get. Yesterday in the note I have given, the value of sin theta and cos theta is always less than 1. Remember that. With that respect, it is false. So we have 5 fill in the blanks here. Answers I already discussed with you, but how to write that in this, I will just send you all a small PDF where you can just copy it down. So with that, we complete the first exercise of trigonometry, that is about trigonometric ratios. The next exercise will start on trigonometric ratios of some specific angles.